So we're ready. Good morning. How are you looking? Come and give me a hug.
Good.
It's been a while.
Oh, really? Really?
Good morning, darling. Looking good as always. Really.
Oh my God.
I'm a tired dresser.
You still haven't paid for the hair though.
I have paid half of it. Don't be disgracing me before the audience. Audience, sorry. If you have any concerns you want to raise about how she keeps maligning and...
Let's look at the stories on the...
056800000.
Okay, this is the papers now. We'll check out
Daily Graphic.
The headlines.
Okay,
Yeah.
So we do Daily Graphic. Do Daily Graphic.
Ivorian arms dealer arrested behind biggest arms cache in Kumasi. A 72-year-old Ivorian was yesterday arrested at Akweti line in Kumasi for possessing a large cache of arms and ammunition. You won't believe it. Variety. Not common. Yeah. It's almost very scary that we find it in Ghana.
We're in Cote d'Ivoire. This is serious.
Yeah.
Because submachine guns, look, they can kill tens of people in a second. You know, that's what they've been manufactured for, and they're supposed to be used for war zones. And now we've...
So they've just smuggled them out of...
Yeah, and they're in town. It just means that you can
area.
imagine Kumasi. It means that we have a lot more in Accra.
But I think we have to do ourselves good because in certain areas we will know people who deal in these kind of things. I think we owe it to ourselves and our children, our families, really, to report it to the police. So that
the point is that once we get an indication that this is what the case is, then it means that we need to make sure that we get to the police.
Yeah.
You have any suspicious dealings in your community, try just alert the police. It doesn't mean that you are reporting it wrong. You're just reporting a suspicion. It's more important that you do that, just for the security of everybody around you.
Because, you know, we've had issues with small arms. But this certainly does not qualify as small arms. This is big.
Oh, Boko Haram, I'm telling you. But you can imagine if there should be an upheaval or an uprising in Ghana, it's as serious as it can be. You can see it.
So that's it as it was exhibited yesterday.
This one, the newspaper content put in pictures for you. It's as serious as it can get, Mamavi. I'm frightened.
But you know,
we have even
I'm hopeful.
Anti-air missile.
I'm hopeful. That at least we have a commander like that in the Ashanti region. So I'm very hopeful.
You know, the good thing I like about him is that he knows where the criminals are. That's a good thing about him.
But I'm also worried because if we're talking about this person is Ivorian, isn't he? We're talking about a Burkinabe. But why do we have Ivorian here?
He's a Burkinabe. That's what the story says.
We have other entries, other places where people could enter from other countries. Other places where the situation has been a bit unstable. So that gets me a little worried. I think all the regional commanders should be aware of this situation and tighten the search for us to find a lot more arms like this. We don't need this in our system as we go into 2016.
It's as serious as it can get. We have hit-and-run driver apparently arrested.
Yeah, yesterday when I heard the story, I was like, yes.
Now we have organized labor PRC meeting over tariffs, which has already ended in stalemate. Yes, stalemate, so to speak. NPP calls for bipartisan probe into a merit contract. BNFT.
You know, there are people who are saying, okay, so where were they? Because this deal came through Parliament and then it passed. Why are they now calling for a probe? Is it because a newspaper has come out with all the things that it has come out with? I think our members of Parliament need to do a lot more things, I think, on the committee level to bring out a lot more of these issues. It shouldn't come to this. We don't know yet if all the things that have come out, if all the details that have come out of this American contract we are supposed to believe or not. But I think that the members of Parliament have to do a lot more. What are you looking at?
Okay, we have BNFT government debt to ECJ is overblown. Prime Minister, we have the Prime Minister, Dr. Kwabena Donkor, who had promised that if Dumso, I got Parkat yesterday.
You got Parkat yesterday. Listen,
launch a strong
my introduction today. Finish the story. I'll give you my introduction.
Launch a strong denial of claims that the government's debt to ECG is hurting operations of the company and energy generation, and tagging it as a misconception. Okay.
Okay. Stop tagging it and pay, whether it is big or small. That's all we're saying. I was going to say that it's 10 days to Christmas, and the load shed in the Dumso.
But you know, last year we were giving some free time. So.
Hello.
What do you want me to say? Last year, we're given time to celebrate Christmas.
I think he should stop talking. If he would resign, he should resign and go. We don't need any talks. This won't help us. Move on.
We have interest rates apparently have shot up by 330% in the last 4 years.
Interest payments on government
I wanted to go and take a domestic facility in my bank. I think
No. Right now it's not a good time.
I don't qualify.
Right now it's not a good time.
32 and something
It's
percent.
killing.
I mean, for somebody, challenge.
It's killing.
That doesn't make financial
Seriously.
sense to go for it. Interest payments on government's borrow, but I need the money too, Charlie. Interest rates, interest payments on government's borrowing is rising astronomically, and come next year, the 10.5 billion Ghana cedi expected to be paid will mean that the money spent on interest payments would have grown by 330% the past 4 years alone. Talks about interest payments on our borrowing. I think the headline is a bit. It's interest payments on our borrowings. Gas demand heightens after power badge. And we're told that the country does not have enough indigenous gas to fuel power plants sited in the western region, and will have to augment gas supply with crude following the delivery of the American power plants. Hey, wahala don't come to Ghana or more Ghanaian people. A daily guide, we have 510, it should be million American deal sting, says NPP. And that story has been published. It says Joe Laka grabs 200,000 Ghana cedis for Boss FM. Oh, really?
Is it FM or this is FIM?
Boss. I know there's a Boss FM.
Yeah, but well, unless you find the full details of the story.
Teshikila driver grabbed, and Finder has a merry deal is a rip of Ghanaians to pay 14.59% for every kilowatt hour of power consumed, and driver who killed 3 people arrested. This driver is trending rough. A PRC organized labor meeting inconclusive, we're told. And then we have a number of stories also. A merry deal has must roll in the Today newspaper. A merry deal is everywhere. Juma Kun Pono gets new family.
They say, yeah, mama, a Merry Christmas. Oh.
Social media trending. Talking about what should trend, well, let's go to the main page of My Joe Online. Try to see what's there. Who's this? An evening with.
That's an opinion.
Okay.
Because you've seen a pretty face, you want to read it. Because usually you say, Mama B is an opinion. Move on.
Oh, yeah, against. Oh, boy. A do or die mindset of politicians still a challenge in Africa, Mama B. And yesterday I listened to his lecture. It was broadcast live on Joy FM. I should say that there are lots of things that they did that we're way short of doing for the next election. We have to do them. Especially, I love the whole innovation about them using their own engineers. Computer engineers developing their own system for the election, the cards and things like that, and I love it. It's the hard type of card, like the ATM type that has embedded chips, and so that is, I think, is better than the soft cards.
But you know, they also said ours was good.
Yes, ours is
we
good.
look at them and we feel like everything they've done is perfect.
No. The point is that by the next election, for them, they will be judged by the benchmark they've set now. You know, we've set a higher benchmark, and so we always want a continuous improvement. And once if you do total quality management, it means that there should be a continuous improvement along the way.
Yeah.
The point is, if there's a laxity, you get the same result the next time. But already, the audience and the population for which you're providing the service would want a lot more.
Yeah.
And so that benchmark, then you're not meeting.
Yeah. But this is one of the most respected Africans today.
I like him,
I believe,
because he's very good at what he does.
And he just excused himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just said, you know about just taking the plaudits and leaving when the applause is high.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
And the good thing is that he's handsome as well. And he's good looking.
Roland.
And I'm sure he's rich.
I should be saying that.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Fred,
let's move on. We're not doing an opinion. I'm not into, nice faces.
Professor Jega
Ghana must beat Nigeria in free, fair, credible elections. Again from Professor Jega. Let's move on to the next story. Google plans end of Gmail for real. So Forbes Gordon Kelly looks at the moves by Google to transition users away from Gmail to its newer inbox service. Gmail is arguably one of Google's key services. Okay, I've got an email, a Gmail email.
If you're using many of the Android phones, it means you just need to have Google. That's how they've done it.
Yeah. So over 90 street children back in school in Bolgatanga after Africa's intervention. That's certainly very, very good news. Let's check out another topical issue. Doctors are more depressed than ever. Harvard study reveals.
It's not in Ghana.
Come on,
arbitrary.
click on this and let's check it out.
Arbitrary depression.
Really?
Ghana doctors, they are free, Papa. Ask them. If any of them are watching, they will tell us. They are some of the best paid people around.
Really?
Yeah. Doctor.
I said they are
Ghana.
one of the best paid in the country, or if you look at doctors in general,
No. Ghana.
across.
I'm talking
So an alarming 1 in 4 new physicians is depressed, a rate that's 4 times worse than the general public, according to a new Harvard Medical School study. Data from the survey of more than 17,500 medical residents show that 29% of doctors had depression or symptoms of it. By comparison, 6.7% of American adults had at least one major depressive episode in 2013, according to the National Institute of Mental Health. Okay, this is America. But listen, aren't we all depressed in Ghana?
I'm telling you, Africa.
By the Dumso load shedding standard, we should all be depressed.
In Africa, I think we have 99.9 of us depressed. Because in America, they have free bus services, free transportation, they get paid social security, entitlements, and things like that.
You don't have to hustle to own a home.
And they are depressed. How? Somebody can be depressed, take a gun and go and shoot. Pow. Because I'm depressed in Ghana.
We should all be killing ourselves down here.
I think tonight I have to come and kill in your home. It's because I'm depressed.
No,
it's frustrating.
I think we're blessed in ways that we don't even realize.
Amen.
We've got all these difficult challenges, challenges that even Ghanaians who are outside, when they come, they can't even stay for more than 2 weeks.
Yes.
But we live in it.
Yes.
And we feel so comfortable.
So when we get there, we over enjoy.
Yeah, God is amazing. That's what it means.
You feel hot to yes. Has a cry heaven. But they said they are depressed.
Okay, but this is the story to watch out for today, all set for Amenfi West by-election. So all is set for the Amenfi West by-elections as the 4 main political parties, including the NPP, NDC, PPP, and UFP battle for the parliamentary seats of the constituency. What do we say here on the AM show? May the best candidates win.
The last one, MPP demands parliamentary inquiry into a marriage deal. And you have a picture there of the acting chairman, Freddie Blair, in some nice cool high. It looks very funky.
Opana.
Like somebody,
Is that Opana?
Yeah, that's Opana. And he just returned from Dubai.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the CJ, the Judicial Service, taking more drastic action. 3 more magistrates, 1 court registrar removed over corruption.
It's all from the Tiger IPI investigation.
But more respect to this woman right here.
Charlie, she's what we call in ghetto parlance, she's dope.
Yeah.
She's dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she's dope.
We're dope. Why? We're dope. We're dope.
Oh my God. Okay. So it looks like we're retracting, apologizing for a story involving alleged
Join
cracks
news
in the Malcolm Place building. Can we click on it and share a bit of it for you?
We reportedly wrongly reported the story.
Yeah, we've got to do the do.
All
Please go up a little bit.
That shows our professionalism.
And let's share a bit of the story. Roland?
Okay, we have Joy News retract a story broadcast on the 18th of September 2015 in which it was stated clearly that structural cracks had appeared in the Malcolm Place store located at the industrial area Kaneshia Accra, and that those cracks were a danger to members of the public who patronized the store. We have subsequently been aware that we believe what we believe were cracks were in fact expansion joints which pose no threats whatsoever to the public. Whilst our actions were not actuated by any malice whatsoever in broadcasting the story, we nevertheless wish to retract the story wholly and to render an unqualified apology to the management and staff of Malcolm Ghana Limited for any embarrassment and negative effect our story may have caused them and their brand, we should have added. But don't worry, we apologize to Malcolm. We say as the best and professional way to go about it. And that's where the whole camaraderie and the relationship we have with our public is concerned.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure that we serve you better as well.
Definitely. We'll check out City FM and then do the Africa page of the BBC before we make way for Benedict Owusu-Dankwa. We're not involved in a merry deal. Engineers and planners seem to be, but who brought them in this conversation?
I think there's a picture that's showing that the tools, some of the equipment in the installation ground in the Western region has engineers and planners stickers.
Oh, okay, so that's the link. Let me move on. Judicial scandal, 3 more lower court judges sacked. Also a merry deal, parliamentary Hansard exposes power ministry. They've got an audio to that. Mahama and his brother connected to a merry deal. So that's what you're talking about. This is the story, and that's the... Okay, you know, Mimi Passem. So can we click on this one?
Right.
Fred, please, let's read a bit of this. And we keep saying Fred because Fred is our director. He's the one who communicates with us. And he's supposed to do, okay, no, he's not supposed to do what we say. We do what he says. The opposition New Patriotic Party has alleged that President John Dramani Mahama and his brother Ibrahim Mahama have a hand in the murky $510 million Ameri power deal believed to have been inflated by government. The party, in a statement issued on Monday, cited 10 reasons why there must be an immediate, open, public, bipartisan and parliamentary inquiry into the $593 million agreement. If you're interested, you can continue to read the full story here. Let's do BBC Africa, and then we'll read some of your messages. We'll call it a wrap. Nigerian aid. Yeah, this is actually the biggest news coming out of Nigeria yesterday. Nigerian aid charged with fraud. He appeared. He was in court yesterday. Nigeria's former national security advisor is charged on 19 counts of fraud, money laundering, and criminal breach of trust worth a total of 68.
Charlie, there's money in Nigeria.
But it's, you know, when you read the story, it's a bit disappointing because this man was like, you know, we're not saying he's guilty. Can we open up the story and just share a little bit of it for you, you know, just before we call it a wrap? Okay, just a little bit for better understanding. Okay. So Sambo Dusuki was charged on 19 counts of fraud, money laundering, and criminal breach of trust at the High Court in the capital Abuja. He pleaded not guilty on all counts. He's accused of illegally transferring some $50 million from the national security budget to fund election campaigns for members of ex-President Goodluck Jonathan's party.
And you know what they call the scandal? It's called the Dasuki Gate scandal in Nigeria.
Ooh, okay.
You read all the top papers, the Vanguard, etc. It's called the Dasuki Gate.
That's a bit European, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. We've got Anthony Amavo, who is in Chiavi in the Volta region. He says, Mamavi, I think Roland likes your matapa. Good morning to you. Oh, we say good morning to you as well.
I think we have to block him. We have to block
No,
Anthony.
we're not blocking him. I like that. Keep your eye on him for me.
Anthony, we're blocking you.
This one says, I look so cute this morning. Kudos to the Kumasi police for their arrest. More grease to their elbows. Roland, please assist the police for more investigation.
How would I do that?
Know that no one is above the law, so no political party should intervene into this matter. The law should take its course. It's from Edem Leosen in Akachi sending us that message. Will Amenfi West electorate endorse this? Oh, you didn't have to go there. We're not reading further. Don't put any political, you know, unaccepted language on our platform, otherwise we won't read your message again. Roland, ask Mamavi why she hasn't been picking my calls of late. Any personal reasons to that? Okay, this is a personal message. Who's that? From Al-Fazari in Cape Coast.
It says, good morning, Roland and Mamavi. Roland, please tell Mamavi not to worry about the hair. I will come and pay for it. She's looking great. And
hey, really?
That reminds me of our school days.
Really?
Also, your name to Al-Fazari.
Okay, please give me your real name because I'm not sure I know this.
That'll be it for now. We're blocking your number. Oh no, we're not blocking your number. Really.
Oh, this is why did I refuse to hug Roland? Don't do that next time, okay? The two of you click, Papa. I love you, Fred. In Krobo Odumasi.
All right, thank you very much for these messages, Fred.
You're on his side.
And Al-Fazari. But in the meantime, though, please make sure you keep a lot more of those messages coming through our WhatsApp console. 0560-800,000 is the number. We also have head-on links on Facebook page, Joy News on TV. As you do all that, please wait for Benedict also to bring us a lot more sports, because my team Chelsea is just bleeding my heart. We're just losing and losing, and I don't know what to do. I'm so depressed.
Oh, oh, Roland is depressed. Okay, one to cheer you up. Just one, Fred, I beg, before we go. It's from Love Mark Indodi. Papa says, you're really, Roland, you're really making my day. The past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. Good morning, Roland and Mama B. Thank you very much for your message.
Benedict also. Is Benedict ready? Benedict.
You're depressed because Chelsea is a mess.
Benedict, funny say, na brad, ni Jania away. What do you have for? Don't say Chelsea. I know the headline for Chelsea.
No, that's the reason. No, that's the reason why I want to even join you guys. Today, the last time I wanted you to be on the show with me to ask you what exactly is wrong with your team. Well, I have the opportunity now. What is wrong with Chelsea?
One, I think that the players are not committed to Mourinho, and I think we just lost form. That really is the big issue, because 6 months down the line we won the league. We shouldn't be in this very form, so we just lost the form.
Are you talking about all the players or some players?
The point is, a team has its spine, and so when the spine is not gelling, definitely the team wants to do well.
And to have played 16 games, lost 9. A club that won the Premier League last season.
You don't have to read statistics. I know them. I read them on the pages all the time.
Too bad.
The team.
Is that what you have for sports?
The team is simply
only
not
Chelsea.
performing.
That's what we are going to do this morning.
It's all Chelsea.
Because of that, we're taking a break. We'll be right back. We'll bring you a lot more sports.